Hey everybody, Jam Creates here, doing another video. This is a review for ICYMI, issue number 4, featuring Adam Rec, part 3 of 3. Dun, dun, dun. And also, 99 cents, brother. Um, so the issue with this handsome fellow on the cover is the third part in the Adam Rex story, part 3 of 3, which is issue 4 of ICYMI, since issue 1 was a standalone. What ICYMI is, if you guys don't know, is, in case you missed it, that's like internet speak for all you old people. Yeah, I'm probably like older than half the people watching this video. Anyway, no, it is basically it's reprints of stuff that Alterna has done in the past that is no longer in print. So now it's available for you again. So here we are in part 3 of Adam Rec. Like I said, with this handsome fellow on the cover, Captain Lipos. So where we left off, Captain Vorik was going to make a trade with the pirates to free Adam and his family because they were being held by the pirates, and he was going to give them the trillion star in exchange for Adam and his family. So this is the conclusion. This is an all ages book. This is appropriate for anybody, really. I mean, if you've got, I mean, ideally, I would say if you've got like an 8-year-old to, whatever, to 80-year-old, they're going to be into this. Like, I mean, no, for real, if you've got like an 8 to 12-year-old, they're going to think this is like the coolest thing ever. Like, honestly, they're going to love this. It's got a really funky art style. It's got a really unique art style, which at first I was unsure about, but it did win me over. And especially with the story combined with the art, it totally won me over. It took me to a very different place that a lot of stories don't. It's hard for stories to do that sometimes, but this really, it takes you to a different place. Took me at least to a different place, a different time. It feels like a story that I would have read as a kid and would have been super into. Like, I would have bought action figures of these characters, like everything, like for real. So basically, Captain Vorik, who is this guy here, he was the guy who helped Adam after he was separated from his parents when his parents were taken by the pirates. Adam helped him find the trillion star, and then when he tried to go onto the pirate ship to help him rescue his parents, he kind of just dipped out like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. But then he wound up coming back, and that was how the previous issue ended. He offered them a trade for the freedom of the parents. So our space pirates here are super excited because now they're getting it. They're like the ultimate weapon, although nobody actually knows what it does. And then Vorik whistles, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "What is this? A double cross?" And then he says, like, "Your friend better be big." And oh yeah, his friend is big. It is big and ugly. And so this thing is like all over, like attacking the space pirates. The pirates are freaking out. They drop the trillion star. So it allows Adam and his family to escape. Like, look at that. That's a great page. That is a great page. Just so much craziness. So unique. It's just great. I love it. I really do. And like, this is a fantastic panel too. Like, look at that look in his face. He's like, he's like, oh crud, this thing's about to eat me. And so they escape. He brings in his ship. He brings them, back to their ship. They land. They decide, okay, thank you. They have a tearful goodbye. Like, not tearful, but a happy goodbye. And they settle things. And Adam goes back with his family. And Captain Vorik decides he's gonna go hide the trillion star somewhere, and Adam wants to come with him, and he's like, no, this is where we go our separate ways. And he said, like, I bet the pirates found their way out of that sticky situation, and it's safer if no one knows where the Trillion Star is. So then he goes off with his family, and Adam's realizing like they had this crazy adventure and everything else, and he looks out the window and he sees the pirates are still running away from that thing. And so he's just like, now what? Because they've done like this crazy stuff, so now what? And that's kind of the end of the story. And then what we get, which is cool, I did not expect this, we get a little bonus. We get a story all about Captain Vorik and Bot. It's a story called Vorik and Bot. It says, in case you were wondering what Vorik was up to before he crossed paths with Adam, you're in luck. So it's a little bit of like a prequel story featuring our good old friendly Captain Vorik and his fish-shaped ship. And he's got a partner named Bot, and they're doing some smuggling dealings with this handsome fellow. I mean, yikes, right? Yeesh. That's a look, dude. I'm not sure what that look is, but ooey. Anyway, so we get a whole other story. You get a nice little standalone story featuring Captain Vorik and his buddy Bot, and it has some great dialogue in it. It's a lot of fun. If you like the character of Captain Vorik, you're definitely going to enjoy this story. It has a fun ending. I don't really want to ruin it for you because, again, it's this whole standalone thing. I don't want to ruin it. Let you enjoy it for yourself. It gives a little more flavor to the characters. It gives a little more flavor to the universe and the world. It lets you know that there's more stuff going on in there than maybe we had originally thought to the world, which is cool. And I honestly haven't heard any news or anything about any kind of a sequel or follow-up or anything really to Adam Wreck, but I would be all for it. To me, I really enjoyed the story, and I'm not even the target audience for this. I mean, really, this is, I know it is all ages. It's rated E for everyone, and yes, I am included in everyone. So I enjoyed it for sure, but let's be honest, this is really not aimed at somebody in his 40s. This is aimed at, like I said, maybe an 8 to 12-year-old boy who wants to go on a romp in space, an adventure in space. And this is something that really, I think, would totally hook a kid of that age, no doubt, for 3 issues. And it's honestly, to buy the reprints, it's not even $1.50 each. It's 99 cents. So to get all 3 issues, to get the complete story, it's going to cost you $3. So for less than the cost of one mainstream like Marvel or DC book that is going to probably be boring and filled with politics and nonsense and lectures and not even good art or good good story or anything or good action, you could get this entire series for your kid for $3. For $3, you can get this entire series. Let your kid read it. Let them beat it up. Let them, just go through it. Let them copy the art. Let them try to draw the characters. Because that's what a kid is going to do with this. And that's what I would have done at that age. For sure. I would have drawn these characters. I would have been all about it. I don't know why the camera's doing that weird color change thing. Maybe it's because of the palette of the book with the orange and the black and white. It's probably confusing it a little bit. But so for me, I don't get, I'm surprised there's not a follow-up announced, unless maybe there will be coming sometime down the road. You know what I didn't do, though? And I'm ashamed of myself. I forgot to do that. Michael S. Bracco, words and art. He did everything for this book. It's a one-man band. He did the whole thing himself, the art, the writing, everything. So that may be a reason why, because for one person to do an entire 3-issue comic series, it takes a lot. It's a lot of work. It's got to take some time. So maybe that's why we haven't heard anything new. Maybe he is working on something and we just haven't heard of it yet. That could be the case. So if that is, I'd be certainly happy to see that, because I really did enjoy this series, and I would love to see something else like it, or a sequel to it, or just something in the same spirit. It doesn't have to be another Adam Rex story. It could be just something in the same universe, or not even in the same universe. It could just be something with the same feel, the same spirit, the same style. That would, I think, be very cool. And I think the readers would like that as well. So anyway, if you haven't read any of these, I definitely recommend. I say check it out. I know the art style can be a little off-putting at first. It's a little weird. It's not your typical Western-style comic book art. Trust me, the story will win you over, and then the art will win you over as well. It's expressive. It gets the point across. It works. And I really do enjoy it. So I would absolutely recommend get all 3 issues. Enjoy them. It's $3 for crying out loud. If you don't have $3 to spend on something, what are you doing with your life? So anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like I've been doing for the last 20 seconds. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you. We finally are at 150, maybe even over at this point, which I'm super excited about. On the road to 200. We'll get there eventually, I hope. So anyway, I will talk to you guys soon. You can follow me on, don't forget, like I said, subscribe, jingle that bell for notifications so you can, not miss any videos. And I will talk to you guys soon. Say something in the comments. If you read the story, let me know. If you didn't read it, let me know. If you like these videos, talk to me in the comments. I generally answer everybody back. And I definitely read them all. So there's no doubt about that. So anyway, I mean, the channel's small. That's one of the good things about having a small channel still, is that a lot of interaction between myself and my viewers, which is awesome. So anyway, follow me on Twitter at jam_creates, or you can follow me on Instagram at jam_creates. Like I always say, my Instagram is mainly for pictures of my dog Beans and my artwork. I share my artwork on Twitter as well. I also do some on DeviantArt, but I'm not super hardcore about that, so I kind of forget about it sometimes, which is not probably the best thing to do, but hey, whatever. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, and peace out. Cub Scout.